back to the channel. Welcome to 29th Ave, home of the prudent, praised, and purposeful woman. This channel is also welcome for men as well. Today, I want to discuss fornication and specifically the M word, playing with yourself, that specifically. And I know this is just random. God has just inspired me to speak about things and see who I can reach. So, I'm in a group with amazing Christians, and one of the main problems that is affecting our community is the corn and the M, playing with yourself. And it's really affecting us because we do not realize that we are allowing spiritual disconnection from God when we do those things. And we are allowing the enemy to literally come into our lives. A lot of times, these spirits that we feel, and also these side effects, such as fear, being anxious, this is Holy Spirit led, being fear, being anxious, being insecure, these are from those things. Like, you know how you take a medication in the world and you have side effects? It's the same thing when you do things in the spiritual realm. There are side effects. So I'm just here to shed a warning to the men and the women, especially the women, that men aren't the only ones. Men aren't the only ones that suffer from this, and men aren't the only ones that have to stop doing this. It is for women as well. All the lies that you've read in books and hear from other women, oh, we're supposed to feel pleasure, we're supposed to be pleased. All of this, that is a lie because they are not sharing the side effects and they don't even care. They might not even be aware of the side effects that are taking place when you partake in those actions. Mind you, I used to be a woman where, especially during my single seasons, I used to not be able to not do the M. And even before I became spiritually aware, over time, I would literally become drained, literally addicted to it. And then on top of me being drained, I would find myself feeling very insecure. But it's because it's so unnatural. God designed us to have that human one on one connection, to actually become one with another person. And honestly, when you're doing that to yourself, you are honestly saying, F you to God, I can do it on my own, because you're literally doing yourself, doing it on your own. You are at that point idolizing yourself and idolizing your own power and not realizing the beautiful nature and sexuality just comes from God. And that's you trying to take his place by doing that. That's you trying to be a God. When you play with yourself, remember that's you trying to be a God and you trying to create the things that God has uniquely designed for you. And it's so funny because you can do that all you want, but you would never experience the pleasure of becoming one with the man that God has just for you, with the woman that God has just for you. You were only harming yourself, and you are honestly only pulling yourself further away from that person that God has from you. So every time you think about doing that, think about the fact that you're spiritually pulling yourself away from that person that God has for you. That's what I want you to remember, because that's also helped me stop. I'm like, oh my gosh, the more I do this, the more I'm unstable in my mind, the more, especially if you watch the videos too at the same time, the more insecure you'll become, the more you won't be able to see men or women the same. You'll start sexualizing everyone. And you know what that does? That makes your heart so icky, so disgusting, so nasty. And as a Christian, as a lover of God, that does not honor God. That does not represent God. Having that lustful nature does not represent God. Watching random demons on a video screen does not represent God. And also, I said in the group chat, do you think that if Jesus would like you doing that, he would feel comfortable and enjoy watching you doing that? And like someone like was like, wow, but it's true. Like, if you don't see Jesus enjoying you do it, then you probably shouldn't be doing it. Yes, he will enjoy you with your husband. He's not going to sit there and watch every moment of it, but he honors that. He grants that. He respects that, but he does not respect seeing you allow open the door for demons to get inside of you, for you to have nasty, wicked dreams, for you to go look around and lust after his children, look at yourself in nasty way. You don't even realize that it's changing the way that you perceive yourself. When I was doing that, it changed the way I perceived myself. I saw myself in a lustful way. I only saw myself as worthy of that. I was just so pleasure focused, and I was just so too into myself. You begin to idolize yourself, and then it's just a nasty, nasty cycle. Your heart is disgusting. So if this video does not tell you anything, think about the state of your heart. Think about the future that you are creating with yourself when you are doing those things. Think about God looking at you. Like, I don't think I'd ever get close to doing that again, but even if I did, I would think about the fact that God is looking at me do this. Like, why are you like, girl, you came too far and you've come too far. Start with one day and keep going. When you feel the urge, look to God, go read a Bible, go find a run, go work out, replace your life with fruitful habits, transmute that energy, and ask God to just take the desire out your heart. Just get straight to the root. Because honestly, the best thing for me was God, He eventually took the desire out of my heart. But God honestly punished me with things. I'm gonna tell you guys something very vulnerable. When I couldn't stop, I mean, playing with myself, God literally gave me the biggest boil right in that area. It was so painful that I could, the only way it went away was if I literally had to pray for God, like, God, please heal me. Woke up, it was gone. It popped. Look up a boil. You want to have some fear of God? Go look up a boil and imagine it down there. That is what God gave me when I couldn't stop, and that was the last time I've ever done it. I don't want to go down there. I don't want to touch down there. I want to honor my area. I want to take care of it. I want to nurture it, because when you don't, God will bring things to the light, and that is just a physical manifestation of the harm and the demons that I have allowed in my body. That was it coming out. That was God bringing it to the light. So, and also, when you experience little things, and we get real serious right now, we experience pimples, bumps, or something sexually that you need to work on down there. And that's just the truth. But yes, I wanted to share that very vulnerable story, because God will literally give you something to where you don't even want to do it anymore. And you don't even want to get to that point. So let me just share the fear of God with you right now, the warning that you need to stop doing that. And also, you could be blocking a manifestation from God. God could be wanting to bless you with something, but you are blocking it with doing that. So I can't wait to hear your comments down below. I love you all so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.